We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Indians and the Colorado Rockies. It's Rockies baseball next on the show. Antonio Senzatella gets the start for Colorado in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy here is one of the top strikeout pitchers in all of baseball. Over 200 strikeouts on the season, and this day and age where we don't see pitchers go that deep into games and pitch well over 200 innings, that's saying something. If this guy is on, it could be lights out and lots of Ks.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Ramirez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First of three here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. A ball and 2 strikes. Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. As he'll take a look at ball 1. In his career versus this pitcher, he's 3 for 9. One out, nobody on. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Senzatella has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. The 1-1.
Nope.
Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Lays off the slider that time. 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
He's behind on the swing there, and the count moves to 3-2.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. Shane Bieber will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, not a bad start in his last one. 7 complete innings. Even though he took the loss, he pitched pretty well. And if he can pitch as well in this one today, he'll have a pretty good chance to win this game for his team.
Digging in, Garrett Hampson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Rockies, the second baseman, number 1.
The pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
The 0-2 home. Grounder down the line at third, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Oh, and he just carves him up there on 4 pitches. 1 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Here's the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner and foul, though it had the home run distance.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Nolan Arenado is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-1. Yeah. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Time now from Coors Field to take a look at the Rockies starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance from Nolan Arenado. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Here's Daniel Murphy now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He enters play here at 288, 9 homers and 43 RBI. The 0-1 pitch. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. He dives, but he can't make the catch. It's a foul ball. Before the 0-2, a look to first. Story, the runner at first with 2 gone. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. He checks his swing. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Rusty Valentine. Ball 1. The 1-2. He pulls this one into right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
Into the box, Raimel Tapia. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Bieber, a California-born ball player. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle round, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Rockies center fielder looking at a 2-0 count now.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-0 pitch.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Three balls, no strikes. And he gets the call there, 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
The 3-1 pitch. Full count now, 3-2.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
Hit softly down the line at first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for Colorado. Still no score. And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First delivery to him on the way.
0-1's the count.
A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And gone up into the second deck. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 26 for him on the season as the Tribe move out in front 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
So stepping in, Domingo Santana. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title.
You know, D-Roll, this guy's been white hot all season long. Needs to pick the pace up, though. Second right now in average in the league.
I agree with you, Dan. He's going to get hot if he wants to chase down this coveted batting title. He's got to find a way to not chase the numbers and trust the process each time he steps in the box.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Base is empty here with nobody out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2.
No, foul ball.
Another 1-2 delivery. Popped him up. Murphy in foul ground. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting 6.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Trevor Story. We get it, big-time power, but also adequate on the defensive side. Taking over after Troy Tulowitzki left couldn't be easy, and Trevor Story did a heck of a job.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. His average sits at .296 entering play. A dozen home runs and 42 runs batted in. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. And they'll keep it going here as he's into third base with a triple.
And that's his second triple of the season. For some hitters, that's a career. Good swing and great hustle to pick up the 3-bagger.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He swings and grounds it to short, and that's through into center field. Base hit, and the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Hey, good job of hitting right there, D-Roll. Runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that. Hits a grounder right up the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, took it right back at where it came from. All you're trying to do is avoid the corners. Hit something hard up the middle, whether it be on the ground or in the air. You're going to drive the run in.
Standing in now, Roberto Perez. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Tapia. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 9. The pitcher, Shane Bieber.
Now at the plate, Shane Bieber, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Has a look, now the pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Now the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
And it's fouled away. A runner on first with 2 away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Indians 2 and the Rockies nothing. Here's Chris Owings now, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that's inside, looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now. Now the pitch. That one's in there. 3-1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 3-1. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting 7, the right fielder.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And this team's lucky enough to have their Gold Glover play shortstop, the captain of the infield, and the offense knows if the ball's hitting his direction, you could pretty much take the right-hand turn and go back to your dugout. Not only the routine ones, but the highlight reel ones as well.
At the plate, Sam Hilliard. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 13 home runs and 32 driven in. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is on the ground over to first. Santana's got it, and a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting in, the catcher, Diaz.
Stepping into the box, Elias Diaz. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1. Diaz has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is, and shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Take sign must have been on there because that's right down the middle. Strike 1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
The 2-1. A bouncer to the left side. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They trail things here 2-0. Digging in, Jose Ramirez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And that's more than a mile high. Up into the rooftop area. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 34 home runs now on the year. And the Indians move in front now 3-0.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
To the plate now, Cesar Hernandez. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center, and that'll get down for a base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting love.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. In the dirt. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base.
Yeah, and just 1 pitch after giving up the base knock, he uncorks a wild one and allows him to go to second. That's like giving a guy a double that he didn't even earn. That'll drive you crazy when you're on the mound.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
The right fielder, number 32, Reyes.
So 1 man gone for Cleveland here in the 3rd. And here's Franmil Reyes stepping in.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Here's the 0-1.
It's out 1-1.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
The 1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. The 1-2. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw to Murphy's in time, and there are 2 gone now.
The left fielder, number 24, Domingo Santana.
Digging in to try it again, Domingo Santana, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Sliced hard on the ground. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw to Murphy. He'll take care of him, and that'll end the inning. But the Indians add to their lead thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's 3-0 in favor of the Tribe.
We're back now as the Rockies ready to bat in the 3rd inning, and as they do, it's a good time to discuss their offense, which has been a real source of pride for this club. They started the day leading the league in team batting average, and talking with some of the players during batting practice, I got the sense that they are very aware of that fact. Some smiled and nodded when I brought it up. Others told me they know they have a bunch of talented hitters, and that gives confidence to everyone on the team, including the pitchers, that they've got a great chance to win every time out.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The pitcher, Antonio.
First delivery to him on the way. Antonio Senzatella is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fastball just missed above the zone.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson. He went down swinging to start the home first. And now a pitch on the way. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
0-1's the count.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting. The shortstop, Trevor Story.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and in to hit next the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1, 2, 3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They trail in this one 3-0. New inning set to get underway, and standing in the outfielder Tyler Naquin. First pitch on its way. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Grounded to first. Murphy has it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And as you can see there, both guys topping out at 96 miles an hour. Stepping into the box, Roberto Perez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. In there, and it's 0-2 now. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Here's Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
Arenado, a California-born ball player. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. Now that's popped up. Lindor has a play, and that's the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 9, Daniel Murphy.
Daniel Murphy steps in now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Here it comes, 1-0 to Murphy. A high fastball is in there. This one's blooped out toward right center field. In comes Naquin. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Hey, D-Row, that's a 1-out single right there. Hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention a little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
In now, Raimel Tapia. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1. Throw to Santana. The double play, and that's how the side is retired. Rockies are down quietly. Still down 3-0. All set for the start of the inning, and next will be the pitcher, Shane Bieber.
The pitcher, Shane Bieber.
Here's the first pitch to him. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. The 1-0. And it's 1-2.
Yep, 1-2.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
So now to the plate, Jose Ramirez. A ball and no strikes. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
That's ball 2.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
Now the pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Two and two.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Fouled off. Too high. Ball 3.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the payoff pitch home. Fouled away. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. But they lead it 3-0. Welcome back to Coors Field in Denver as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Striding in for the Rockies, Chris Owings. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
50th pitch of the game on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Owings, a 27-year-old. He was a first-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And he struck him out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he's currently in 5th place in that department in the AL race. Ready for another chance? Sam Hilliard comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Inside ball.
No runs, 3 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Elias Diaz the next to hit. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The windup and the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Naquin's under it, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. They trail it here 3-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile.
Ashton Goudeau is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Ashton Goudeau.
And now a pitch on the way. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. The 0-1 pitch.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Looked like he was a little over aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Indian shortstop behind 1 and 2 in the count.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Giving chase is Tapia. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The right fielder, number 32, Ronil Reyes.
Franmil Reyes will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Here it comes. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
1 and 2.
The 1-2.
I got to count 2 and 2.
This is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Now here's the pitch. Domingo Santana is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
2 out, nobody on. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one fouled off to the right side. Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the Tribe. They lead it 3-0. Josh Fuentes is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Josh Fuentes.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch, and a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strike out there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Stepping in now, Garrett Hampson. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Lifted in the air out to left field. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Trevor Story.
Trevor Story steps in now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Line hard, but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is popped up near second base. Lindor is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They trail in this one 3-0. Philip Deal is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 64, Philip Deal.
So here's Tyler Naquin. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Tyler Naquin.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball.
Deal, just 24 years of age. He was selected in the 27th round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Ready on 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
So now Carlos Santana. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
At the plate now, Roberto Perez. As he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Indians go down 1-2-3, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
A ball and no strikes.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Now here's the pitch. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now the 2-1 pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 2-2.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Hit to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
The first baseman, number 9, Daniel Murphy.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Daniel Murphy. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First offering on its way. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
2-0.
Now the pitch. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
The 3-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Pulled toward right center field. And this is into the gap for his third hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
Here's the fourth hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
To the plate now, Raimel Tapia, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far so good.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. In comes Naquin. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Red Owens.
Ready for another shot now, Chris Owings. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
2 out here and a runner at second. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Popped up, Ramirez in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Rockies strand one, still down 3-0. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Shane Bieber. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. One out, nobody on. That evens it up 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Throw to Murphy's in time, and there are two gone now.
But not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So digging in now, Cesar Hernandez. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe, but they lead it 3-0. Coming to the plate now, Sam Hilliard. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive? No walks up to this point, so he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Into the box now, Elias Diaz. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he misses with it. 1-1. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. On to first, and there are 2 down. Ryan McMahon will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 24, Ryan McMahon.
And that's in there for strike one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 6 home runs and 30 RBIs. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. 2 out, nobody on. Swung on and hammered. No doubt about this one. Watch it fly. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Solo shot to right center. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Rocks are on the board. It's now a 3-1 game.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
So now to the plate, Garrett Hampson. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one, 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
And it's fouled away. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. But the Rocks draw a bit closer thanks to the solo home run. 9th inning straight ahead. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Wes Parsons enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Francisco Lindor will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Now the pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's inside. One strike. Inside, ball one.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
The batter, the right fielder.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And digging in now, Franmil Reyes. He's set. Here it comes.
Off the plate, ball one.
Now the 1-0. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Nobody out, runner on first. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is one pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Now Reyes with a drive. Well hit out to deep left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. So a two-run homer down the line in left. His second of the game as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Wow, this is a tough one to swallow, right? You come in as a closer, and you're used to striking guys out and having 1, 2, 3 innings. And just like that, he's greeted with a bomb. Now it's time to regroup and hopefully get some outs.
Stepping in, Domingo Santana. Fourth trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
First offering on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. There's Owings to make the play, and that's the first down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tyler Naquin.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tyler Naquin. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Yency Almonte enters the game with one gone in the top of inning number 9.
Number 62, Yency Almonte.
Standing in now, Carlos Santana, and he fouls this one off. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1. Almonte, a right-hander going 6'5". He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Still only 1 out in the inning. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
In now, Roberto Perez. A swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield. Murphy is there, and the side is retired. Indians get a couple of runs here on the strength of this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up for the Rockies. It's the Indians 5 and the Rockies 1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Phil Maton will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Sandy Leon is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Number 9.
All set for the bottom of the 9th, and in to hit next, shortstop Trevor Story. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Here comes the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Maton, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was a 20th round selection back in the 2015 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. A runner at second, nobody out. One and two now as that one's fouled off. This is line to left. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Daniel Murphy. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball that's outside.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Runners are at first and third with none out. One and one to the Rockies' first baseman. Here it comes on 1-1. Hard hit ball to second, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. It's now a 5-2 game.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Brad Hand takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 33, Brad Hand.
Digging in now, Raimel Tapia. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
From the stretch, unable to find the zone with the slider. Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Gets a small piece near the plate. That's a foul ball. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Stepping in now, Chris Owings, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 on its way. And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Man, that is such a wasted opportunity. 2 on, 1 out. Perfect situation to induce a grounder and get out of the inning, but instead he's wild and both runners advance, taking the double play situation away.
Now the 1-1 pitch is strike 2 swinging. Hand has over 40 innings on his line so far, and during that time he's worked to a sub-1 whip, less than 1 base runner allowed per inning. Second and third here, 1 man out. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Santana has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And both runners have to hold where they are, so call it a missed opportunity with 2 gone now. At the plate, Sam Hilliard, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. He's set, and the pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Second and third, 2 away. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
I understand wanting to be aggressive, but I also understand that you can occasionally be foolish. That's a foolish swing right there. This guy...
And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Tribe took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Shane Bieber earns his 12th victory in the ball game as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Brad Hand records the save, number 38. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Cleveland Indians, 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Rockies, 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting out in the NL West, the Indians sent 3 balls into the seats as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 5-2. At the start of the day, the Rockies sit in second place in the National League West Division, but they currently lead the NL wildcard race. And the Indians are leading the American League Central Division, 3.5 games ahead of second. The Dodgers allowed only 5 hits in the game as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 6-1. In the standings, the Brewers are in second place in the NL Central. They're 2 games back. And the Dodgers are atop the NL West. They have a 4.5 game cushion. The Arizona Diamondbacks allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 4-2. As of right now, the Diamondbacks are in third place in the NL West, but they currently hold a spot in the NL wildcard race. And the Cardinals are in last place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. Drew Pomerantz grabbed win number 9 this year, helping the Padres get the win over the Giants 3-1. Heading into the day, the Padres sit in 4th place in the National League West. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Giants are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Josh Bell was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs, leading Washington to a win against the Mets 8-2. He is among the National League leaders in home runs. Entering the day's action, the Mets sit in 3rd place in the National League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Nationals are 2nd in the division, 9.5 games behind first. The Marlins pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 2-0. At the start of the day, the Phillies sit in 4th place in the National League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Marlins are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Cubs combined to give up just 5 hits as they grab the win against the visiting Reds 2-0. As of right now, the Cubs sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division, 16 games out of first, while the Reds are atop the division, 2 games up on 2nd place. The Pittsburgh Pirates totaled 11 hits as they took down the visiting Braves 6-2. In the standings, the Pirates sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Braves sit in 1st place in the National League East Division. They hold a dominant 9.5 game advantage. The Red Sox hit 3 long balls as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 7-1. Entering the day's action, the Red Sox are in 2nd place in the AL East, 10.5 back, while the Tigers sit in last place in the American League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. Trent Thornton pitched well, earning his 9th win of the season as Toronto took care of the Rays 4-1. Heading into the day, the Blue Jays are in 4th place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Rays are 3rd in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The New York Yankees swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they beat the O's in Baltimore 11-10. At the start of the day, the Orioles sit in last place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Yankees are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd place. The White Sox launched 3 home runs as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Twins 6-4. As of today, the Twins sit in second place in the AL Central Division. They're 3.5 games back, while the White Sox are fourth in the division, 19 games out of first. The Angels got 11 hits overall as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals, 8-6. As of right now, the Angels are leading the AL West. They have a 3-game cushion. And the Royals sit in third place in the American League Central. They're 18.5 games out of first. The A's allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got the win in a laugher against the Rangers, 6-0. The win was their 7th in a row. Heading into the day, the A's sit in second place in the American League West, yet they currently lead the race for the American League wildcard, while the Rangers are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Marco Gonzalez was victorious for the 5th time this season as the Mariners downed Houston 6-5. At the start of the day, the Astros sit in third place in the American League West Division, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the American League wild card. And the Mariners are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.